Alright, let's look at the homework 3.3, problem number 7. Alright, so we have this rational function, and first we want to find the relative max and the relative min. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so we need to find the derivative first. So if you take the derivative, f prime of x is equal to, right, so we're going to square the denominator, so quantity x squared minus 9 squared, right? Derivative of the top is 0, right? And so times the denominator is 0 anyway, so you have a minus, right, top 36 times the derivative of the bottom, which is 2x. Right? So this is going to be negative 72x over x squared minus 9 squared. Right? And so we're going to set this guy equal to 0. So you can see that you have a negative 72x equal to 0. And we can just divide through by negative 72. So we know that x is equal to 0. Alright, so that's the only critical number because, let's see, it's actually f prime is undefined when x equals positive 3 and negative 3. But those are not in the domain, so we have only one critical number, and we want to see if this is going to give you a relative max or a relative min, right? So let's take another derivative. So f double prime of x is equal to, right? So negative 72 is just a number, so I'm going to just put it out here, right? So square the denominator. So we have quantity x squared minus 9 to the 4th power because it's already squared. Right? Then derivative of x is 1 times denominator is x squared minus 9 squared. Right? Minus top is x times the derivative of the bottom. So you have a 2 times quantity x squared minus 9 to the 1st power, then you multiply by 2x, right? Derivative of inside. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. So it's negative 72 is there, right? Then we have x squared minus 9 common. So I'm going to pull that out. So quantity x squared minus 9 is pulled out, right? So what's left is x squared minus 9 minus, let's see, so you have a 4x squared, right? Then over x squared minus 9 to the 4th power. So we can cancel x squared minus 9 here and cancel one of them, so reduce 4 to 3, right? And this part right here is equal to negative 3 x squared minus 9, right? So negative 3 is in common, so let's pull that out. So this is going to be, let's see, right? So negative, negative, so it's going to be positive. And 3, so 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21, so 216. So I pull negative 3 out. So you get, let's see, a positive x squared plus 3 left over on top. And then you have x squared minus 9 cubed, right? So that's the second derivative, right? So let's look at the critical number. So f double prime of 0 is equal to, right? So actually we just need to know if it's positive or negative. right? If you put 0 there, so it's a negative 9 cubed, so that's negative. Top is positive, and that's positive. So this is going to be negative, right? Which tells you that f of 0 is going to be, so it's a concave down shape, so this is a relative maximum. Alright, so we have a relative maximum, but no relative minimum. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, so relative maximum is at 0, comma, and if you plug in 0, you're going to have 36 divided by negative 9, so it's going to be negative 4. Alright, and then this one does not exist. Alright, so let's check the answer first. Alright, so submit for testing. Alright, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, next question is the point of inflection. Alright, let's see if we can find a point of inflection. Alright, but if you look at the second derivative, and the second derivative is actually never 0. Right? Because this is positive, right? So it's never 0, which means that we will not have the point of inflection. So let's see if right. So answer is it's not that interesting, but it does not exist. Right? So let's submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, so let's find the correct picture. And let's see, we have a relative max at the 0, comma, negative 4. Which one does that? All right, so here, this is a relative min. All right, this looks promising. Second picture. Third picture is not correct, and the fourth picture is not correct. So the second picture has the correct local maximum point there. Right, so this has got to be the right one. Right, so let's submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got the correct picture as well. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.